G'day, my name is Laura Baer and I'm your local Aussie Girl Realtor and I work for Porchlight Real Estate Group. Today I thought we could touch on home inspections, whether they're worth it, is it something you should do as both a buyer and a seller, perhaps before you even list. Anyway, let's get into it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, reach out with any questions, I'd love to hear from you. In my opinion, a home inspection is a crucial part of the buying process, and I always encourage my buyers to get one done prior to finalizing on the sale of a home. And what it is that it's a non-invasive look into the home's physical structure and also the systems within the home. And this should be conducted by a licensed professional. Let's go over some things that an inspector will be looking for. So the first one would be the structure of the home, the foundation, the roof, the walls, the floors, the ceiling, the doors, the windows. Secondly, he'd be looking at, or he or she would be looking at the mechanical systems, such as the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, HVAC, plumbing, and electrical wiring. Thirdly, they'll be looking at the major appliances, such as the water heater, the furnace, the dishwasher, the refrigerator if that's staying behind, ovens, all your major kitchen appliances really. Fourthly, will be any safety hazards in place, like mold. You can check for mold behind the walls, radon, carbon monoxide, lead-based paint, asbestos, things like that. An inspector will also be looking at the exterior of the house, things like the siding, in what kind of repair is it, stucco, do you have brick, do you have stone, how is the grout work in that, is there visible cracks, the gutters in place, the downspouts, are they draining away from the house correctly, patios, decks, fire pits, all those kinds of things. And there's also the interior things, such as the countertops, the cabinets in the house, and then the fixtures, like are they leaking? Is there a leak under the sink, for example? And is that then ruining the base of the cabinet? So once you get this report, the things that it should cover will include the overall condition of the property. It will list any defects or things that need to be addressed, and then the levels of severity, the estimated lifespan for these major appliances. So sometimes it might come back saying, the furnace, for example, is at the end of life expectancy. However, it's still functioning just fine. So they might tell you, hey, it only has another 2 to 3 years left. And then the other thing would be recommendations for further repairs or evaluations if needed. So things that are not included in the report are, does this home fit your needs? The inspector is not going to know that. And they also won't know if the issues that have been laid out are bad in your eyes or they're not too bad. Like if you're a handy kind of person, you might be like, okay, there's a small leak under the sink, I'm not too bothered by that. Whereas sometimes for people that's a big issue. So it just depends on it. I guess it just varies from person to person. They also don't do like a pass fail test. It's not what it is. They just come and have a look at the home and present their findings to you. And then thirdly, they don't include an appraisal. That's done separately by a licensed appraiser. A reason why I think it's so important to get an inspection is because it gives you clarity on the home you're purchasing. And this is a huge investment for yourself, for your family, whoever you're purchasing for. And I like my buyers to always go in eyes wide open, like these are the issues, or there could be none, which is amazing. But if there are, I always want people to make an informed decision. And it also can provide you some leverage and some negotiating power. If there are some major issues found in an inspection, you can ask for them to get repaired or a seller concession, or they can lower the purchase price essentially to offset these things that have come up. So yeah, I just really am for having that peace of mind and knowing what you're buying is a worthy investment. One thing that's really important to me when guiding my clients through the process of buying a home is I always show up to the inspection, typically towards the end. I don't need to be there the whole time because I'm just in the way, but I like to be there at the end so I can get a rundown of everything that's been found, where it's located in the home, what the inspector's thoughts on the severity of the situation. Sometimes they can be alarmist, sometimes not so much. It just depends on the inspector themselves. But I really like to be there. So also when I'm filling out the inspection objection, if we have one, I have a clear mind of what we're asking for. And then if I can, I try and get quotes before even putting in the inspection objection. So I know what these things should cost, because if they're going to offer a seller concession, I want to make sure that they're going to cover the costs of these repairs for my buyers. Again, these are just some things that I think are super important as realtors we do for our clients, and just here's me covering why I think getting an inspection is so important. Again, my name is Laura Baer. I'm your local Aussie Girl Realtor, and I work in the beautiful state of Colorado.